So the question is, why do you want to pay your closing costs? Or maybe, why do you want to pay the other party's closing costs? Let's say you are a buyer in a transaction. A reason that you would want to pay the closing costs is to make your offer more attractive to the seller. When you have the other party pay the closing costs, it reduces their net if they're the seller. Of course, if you're the buyer, it's going to increase the amount of money that you need to bring to the closing table. So if you were a seller, why would you want to pay the buyer's closing costs? And I think that that's a really pertinent question. I'm getting that question a lot right now. And the reason is because as rates increase, the cost of the money that people are buying or borrowing from their loan becomes more and more expensive. And if a seller can help that buyer to retain more cash to put towards the transaction, then they can help that buyer actually get a lower house payment by paying some of those closing costs. Maybe the seller is willing to pay a point or two to buy down the interest rate on the loan, and then all of a sudden that buyer can afford to buy a much more expensive home. And see, that's really positive for you as a seller, right?